231, and we're about to get started. It's 5:17 in the morning, and I'm going to kick off today with some exercises from my physiotherapist. We're going to do a warming up with some swings, then we're going to do strength with double kettlebells, and then we're going to end with about a 10-minute HIIT session to finish off and get some work on that cardio in. Everything with kettlebells this morning, so that's going to be fun. How are you doing this morning? Are you doing all right? Did you sleep well? Are you having a good week? It is Thursday already, the week just flying by. And it is August, which means that at 5:18 a.m., 5:18 a.m. now, talk about time flying, it is still dark outside. Dawn is going to break in about 30 minutes, I think. And we're going to get started with the day after this workout. I have to go to work because I have to go to work, but that's a good thing because work is something I look forward to going to, seeing my colleagues, seeing my customers, getting something useful done during the day, and then returning home to the family after. It's a good way to spend the day. Like I always say, I train for living an adventurous, active and self-sufficient life, hopefully well into my 90s, up to 100, if I'm able to, mentally and physically. I look forward to that, and I've noticed in the last 231 days that doing all these workouts, whether it's mobility or strength or running or HIIT or kettlebell, makes a big difference in how I feel during the day, but also throughout everything else I do in life. That's a good thing. We're good just the way we are. We've got to love ourselves before we can move on. And the only way to get anything done is by showing up and doing the work. So I'm going to get started with the exercises my physiotherapist gave me to help improve my left shoulders function and mobility. Then we're going to do a warm-up, and then we're going to get started with the full program. And if you want to drop in on the chat and say hello, please go ahead. Let me know where you're at, whether it's morning or evening. And if you want to go and subscribe to my channel, I won't stop you. I'll welcome you even, because I think it would be great if we could be on this journey together. All right? Now, let's get started. Oh, hey there, good morning. I'll be right over to check your message, alright? Thanks for dropping by. I appreciate that. Hope you're doing well this morning. Just need to finish this exercise, so walk over to the screen and read what you've told me. But I appreciate you dropping by and saying hello. I hope you're doing well. And is it morning or evening where you're at? Here it's 5:26 in the morning. One more exercise to do, but I'll come over and say hello. Anyway, love furry girl. Hi, oh, you're sleepy. Well, and it's a good time to go to sleep if it's bedtime. And get some rest. Sleep's important. I love to sleep. Sleep about 6 to 8 hours, usually 7, sometimes 6.5 minimum. But I always feel better after 7 or 7.5. So I hope you get a good night's sleep and rest well. Thanks for dropping by and saying hello. I hope you're doing okay, wherever you are in the world. And then we're going to get started with the warm-up. And after the warm-up, I too move on with the strength program. So, step up is still one of the quickest and easiest ways to get warmed up. I'm going to turn off the interval timer. And we're going to start on with the strength program. You're in Japan. Oh wow, that's cool. You speak Dutch even. Wow, very good, impressive. Well, he's asleep. That's good. Good for him. Yeah, it's always fun when my wife can't sleep and I cannot, and I'm lying there awake. Like, what am I going to do with my life? I worry about the world. So that's always a fun night. Well, it doesn't happen very often. I don't have a lot of worries. I'm a relatively content person. So, but once or twice a year, just have a night where you can't sleep, and then the person next to you is asleep, and they seem very happy with whatever it is they're dreaming about, which is a good thing. And then, eventually you fall asleep, you wake up a bit tired, but the next day I tend to sleep a lot better. Where in Japan are you? I visited Fukuoka in Tokyo in a small town called Mizumaki on, I think it was called Kyushu. Twice in my life. It was a wonderful experience. I love Japan and Japanese people and culture. And being there, it sounds if you are in Japan on holiday, or do you live there? Yeah, really? Yeah. Stayed with the host family and everything. It was really great. It was a good experience. It was a high school exchange, and then I went back a couple of years later when I was a student. I'd say that was one of the most formative experiences of my life. And K-pop, yes, I know K-pop. Don't really follow it though, but I see a lot of it come by on YouTube. That's cool. So that's what you enjoy doing. So when you're not watching this stream, you're listening and watching K-pop, baby, before bed. Them I've heard of. They also pop up in my newsfeed and on Reddit quite frequently. That's cool. I will go look up a song if you have any suggestions after my training. Then let me know and I'll look that up. What time is it in Japan right now? Okay, now we're warmed up and ready for the real work. Okay, 0212, and that's why I love anime. Those are songs I need to check out. All right, cool, thanks. I will look those up after my workout. And thanks for sharing. I think it's like 1 or 2 or 3 in the afternoon in Japan, is that correct? Or 4? You have any plans for the rest of the day? By the way, today's program we're doing squats and rows for strength. And we're going to do full body HIIT with the kettlebells. We'll get started with that. Amazing. Oh, long messages, then I'm going to have to get started. But thanks for being so active on the chat, everyone. That's really good. Yeah, I guess that could be. Hey, Justin, thanks for dropping by, and I appreciate you sharing that information with me. I appreciate that. Hard for me to tell. I'm not so good at those things. Hope you're doing well, and that you're having a good time wherever you are in the world. Thanks for dropping by. The nice thing about mobility exercises, by the way, is especially on strength training days, you can add some mobility in between sets because you have a long wait usually, and there's nothing wrong with filling that time with some low impact movements that are going to help you in the long run, like this rocker, which is an exercise for hip mobility, by the way. So, anyone else who's watching, how are you doing today, this morning? Do you have any plans? Or are you taking a relaxed, chill day, or is it the end of the day for you? When are you just going to relax, have a good evening, and go to sleep? Let me know. 12 kilos, 2 times 12 kilos for the squat. That's going to be 24. Good look at what that looks like. I guess one of the hardest things in fitness, if I think about my own journey, is being consistent. Not only creating the habit of going to the gym, because a lot of us probably are able to create the habit and then we drop out of it and we go back, we drop out of it and we go back. But finding out a way, first of all, finding out a reason why does it matter? Why do I find it important? I'm quite intrinsically motivated to exercise, so if I can, I will move. But I also do enjoy things like video games and watching series and shows to a similar degree. But finding a why, a reason, why is this important? Why am I willing to spend 30, 40 minutes every day doing this? Why am I willing to wake up early? And waking up early means going to bed earlier, right? Somewhere between 9 and 10 p.m. Nearly every day I need to be in bed to get my 7-8 hours of sleep. Then, why am I willing to give up watching series in the evenings? Do I not have a social life? Yes, I do have a social life, and I do on the occasion go out and have a drink or chat with friends. So it's not like I'm giving up a lot throughout the week. But I enjoy spending time with my family, right? I want to be healthy. I want to be active, self-sufficient, go out on adventures without needing help. That's a pretty big why. And when it's important enough, even though I'm intrinsically motivated, also when there are challenges or obstacles or crises, things that need to happen, I still manage to be consistent and prioritize this as a part of me showing up as the best me for the rest of the day. So if you've ever struggled with, consistency or getting started and keeping going, maybe there's something in there for you to consider. It took me a long time to figure it out. Hey there, let me just finish my row. Then on my break I'll come and read your message. Thanks for dropping by. Two more sets to go with heavy weights, even. Let's see, Johnny, can't sleep over 6 hours. 5 hours. Everyone's different, what can I say? As long as you're sleeping, because sleep is important. Good to hear from you, buddy. I was just thinking about you, actually. I was wondering, would it have been Johnny who left me a message? I hope you're doing well. How's life over on your end of the world? What are you up to this late in the evening? You getting your workout in? And how are you liking it? Did you ever get a chance to check out Mark Wildman? Like I said last time, in terms of kettlebell and basic programs and getting started, and techniques. He has a lot of good videos on techniques. I think he's great, good resource. And good to see you again today. Thanks for dropping by. Heavyweights. For the rows. Well, that sure got my heart rate up. Good. Start the program. We'll do that. Rest. And then we're going to go on to the last set before HIIT. And the HIIT is going to involve swings and step-ups and lunges. While you're doing the step-ups, weight on one side to train both conditioning and the cross-body stabilization. Same with swings. You know, one side, switch hands. Then we're going to move into cleans and lunges, the cleans and squats, those kinds of things, because those are the muscles we're training today. So yeah, exciting times. Whew. Johnny, following up on kettlebell exercises today night and weekend in front mark. Is there a link somewhere? Yeah, in my descriptions of the live streams. Usually I add it 1 or 2 days later. I go to the gym every day too, but again with your routine. I'm happy to hear you're getting something useful out of this, Johnny. Thanks for being honest and for always coming in for a conversation and for dropping by. Do you have any Goals, you don't have to tell me on the chat or the world on the chat, but like I talked about, my why for training was my wish to be healthy, active, be able to go on adventures throughout my life. Do you have any kind of like goal that you're working towards with your workouts in life, in the gym? Let me know, or give it a think. And I think one of the biggest challenges is not just being intrinsically motivated, which I think you are, judging from what you're saying, but also figuring out why we find this important and what we're doing with that. And it's good to know that I'm not working out alone. Makes me happy. You made my day. All right. Final part of this session. Some HIIT. And we are going to do 20 seconds on, 10 seconds off for the different exercises. We're going to do that for 8 times, break, and then 8 more times. See how far we get. Alright, so we'll start off with swings, step ups, swings, step ups, swings, one side, step ups, one side, swings, the other side, step ups, the other side, swing cleans, one side, step ups, one side, swing cleans, the other side, step ups, the other side. That makes 8. Okay? Ready? Ready, set. Remember, the side the weight is on is where I remove the support. It's 1 minute. First swing cleans, I'm going to switch to my lighter weight, by the way. Two minutes. Final minute of this round. We got 1 minute break. And break. 1 minute. Curious where your heart rate's at. Final 30 seconds of rest. Swing cleans to squats, and then clean to press. Last one. Done. Walk up and down, walk it off a little bit, then I have to clean everything up, my coffee, and get on with the day. Whew. Alright. Thanks for dropping by, everyone. Thanks for watching. I know, with Yoda, those instruments. Oh boy, that's not good. Yeah, you know, pain is an interesting thing, right? But when you experience pain, it's usually better to stop and seek professional guidance. Yoga instructors, fitness instructors are not physiotherapists, doctors, biomechanics. So it's important to keep that in mind when we're working with our own bodies, because in the end we have to live with the consequences, having had a neck hernia and trying to heal the shoulder. You know, that's the way I look at it. But dabbling in yoga, I did that as well. Power yoga, Ashtanga, I think it was called. I actually enjoyed it, but I just couldn't build the stamina and the strength quick enough to really get into it. I have the same goal as you. I would like to my 70s and 80s, strength and conditioning training. Don't forget, you need to be able to walk up a flight of stairs or take a sprint on the playground at that tender young age that we're going to reach, hopefully in good health at one point. Wouldn't that be something? Well, that's cool. That's a great why, and thanks for sharing that with me. I think for me the step then, with that always in mind, right? I repeat it to myself every day. Here is also looking at what I'm doing with my life that's going to bring me closer to that goal, like these workouts, like what I eat, like how I sleep, how I manage my stress, but also my finances. My relationships with other people, my contribution, what I'm doing in work, but also outside of work, because, you know, health for me is what happens at the center of all those activities, if that makes any sense. And more so confirmed in the course I did the last week that I've been on the right track for a long time, and that there are interesting ways for me to motivate myself, but also to explain my stories to others. Johnny, thanks for dropping by, and I hope your workout keeps going well and that we reach that goal of 70s and 80s in good health. Maybe we're still talking here through video, who knows. Love Furry, even though people say you might have been a bot, thanks for dropping by. Bots are welcome here too. Is that a bad joke? I don't know. And Justin Farmer, thanks for pointing that out. I appreciate the contribution and you having my back. Like I was saying, I train for living a healthy, adventurous, self-sufficient life well into my 90s, hopefully. My body and mind let me do that. We're good just the way we are. We've got to love ourselves before we can move on with anything in life. And the only way to get anything done at 6:14 in the morning is by showing up and doing the work That's why I'll see you tomorrow, friend. Thanks and take care.